What's up, guys? That's Argon657 here, and today I bring you a pretty good Ubers battle I had with 6ftHax. His channel is in the description below. Now, this battle came all the way down to the wire, and you'll see. Yeah, it was pretty close. So he's gonna start off with Mega Looping, and I'm gonna start off with my Scarf Lando, and yeah, I'm gonna go straight for the U-turn. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the Ice Punch. But he's going to fake out, just get some chip damage, which is fine. And yeah, I'm just going to U-turn out. And U-turn does a pretty considerable amount of damage, though. But I'm going to go into my Lugia expecting the Ice Punch because I can take it with ease because of multi-scale. And yeah, I do take that pretty well. And yeah, he's gonna switch out, and I'm going to go for the Toxic predicting the switch. I was kind of worried that he would go into his Magearna, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't really know what exactly I have. I mean, I do have the Ice Beam to cover pretty much Groudons and stuff. So I'm gonna go for the Toxic, and I'm gonna go back into my Landorus. And I'm pretty sure he's going to set up his rocks over here, which is fine for me because I can defog them later, and I do need the hazards off the field because I have Focus Sash or Shadow, and you'll see later on. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure he's going to go into his Hollow, so I'm going to go for Stone Edge instead, and that's exactly what he does, and I'm able to nail that Hollow. And yeah, luckily I hit the Stone Edge. It's probably going to be the only time I ever hit Stone Edge. And yeah, I do take out the Ho, so now I don't have to worry about using Stone Edge anymore. I can just spam Earthquakes. And I'm going to go to my Kyogre, because Kyogre is the most expendable Pokemon on my team. Because looking at his team, Kyogre doesn't really do anything to his team because his Arceus, Water, he could bait me into going from Thunder and pivot into Groudon and all that. It's just not worth keeping Kyogre alive at this point. So I'm just going to sack off the Kyogre. And yeah, so I can get a free switch into my Arceus Water and go for the Defog. Because there's not much he can really do to me. But he's now going to go to his Magearna, and I'm going to go for the Defog. And yeah, I can't really do anything to Magearna, so I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go to my Groudon. But he's going to make a double switch into his Arceus, and that was a pretty good play on his part. Because, yeah, he could probably go for a Toxic on my Groudon. And seeing that he has an Arceus Water, he probably has Toxic as well. So I'm going to switch back out into my own Arceus. And unfortunately, he hits the Toxic. If he would have missed, he would have had to switch out because he didn't want to take a Toxic or anything. As you can see, I'm going to switch out into my Landorus, predicting the Groudon or the Magearna switch in. And the thing is, I'm just going to go straight for the Earthquake. I know he could live one, but he wants to keep Groudon as healthy as possible, even though he is Toxic. But he's now going to go to his Arceus again, and I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. And based on how much damage this does, it's probably more of a defensive Arceus, because my Arceus is also defensive. So I'm now going to go to my Groudon. To see what he wants to do, predicting the Water-type Judgment, but he's gonna make a good play, go for the Toxic. And now my Groudon's on a timer, just like his Groudon. And I'm gonna need to try to get the Toxic off on this Arceus at some point, because I don't have Toxic on my Groudon. But I do have the Precipitous Blades, but it does so much to the Arceus, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for a Recover. So I'm just going to go into my own Arceus Water, and he ends up going for the Recover, which is nice. but the problem is the toxic will rack up if I stay in too long. So he's gonna end up switching out. He's gonna go into his Regurna, and I'm just gonna go for the safe toxic. I was kind of afraid that he might predict me to double switch again and go for the ice beam or something like that. So I decided to stay in and play it safe. But he's gonna go to his Regurna, and I'm gonna go back into Groudon, because I know that Groudon can pretty much counter the Regurna. But I have the Lava Plume and the Precipitous Blades. But I'm gonna go for the Precipitous Blades because I want to toxic the Arceus. I don't want to burn it. But I'm gonna set up my rocks again, and no. It's actually the first time I set up the rocks. So I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks, and I'm gonna switch out into my Lugia, and he's gonna end up going for the Defog of his own. So I wasn't sure what he wanted to do, but I'm just gonna go for the Toxic. And he's gonna predict that as well. And I'm just gonna go for the Whirlwind, and whatever he switches into is gonna take some damage from the Toxic. Or if it's Arceus Water or something like that, I don't know. He's gonna take a lot of damage or something like that from entry hazards if they were up, but there's no entry hazard, so yeah, so technically he just gets whirlwinded away, and I'm just gonna stay in and go for the Toxic because I definitely need to toxic this Arceus, and luckily he stays in. Even though my Lugia is now toxic, at least his Arceus is now toxic, so it's pretty good for stalling him out later on. And now, if he stays in long enough, it's just going to keep racking up on him. So I'm just going to switch out, because I know that Toxic will rack up on me if I stay in long enough. So I'm going to revert back into my Arceus Water. He goes for the Ice Beam, and which is fine. I mean, I do have the Judgment on my Arceus instead of the Ice Beam, and I'm just gonna go for the Recover. Even though I could technically do something to the Magearna, it can't really do anything to my Arceus other than bulk switching out and all that. So I'm just gonna go into my Groudon, because Groudon's at pretty low health, so I'm just gonna let it take some damage, and I'm also gonna have it as a death fodder, because Groudon, it pretty much, all I had to do really was set up the rocks, but that's what I'm trying to do. But right now there's no rocks up on the field, so I'm just gonna go for the Precipitous Blades, and it's pretty good because now he's gonna have to recover, and that'll give me a chance to go for these Stealth Rocks. And that's going to be pretty good for me, because I'll be able to force him to defog, but then he's going to go to his own Groudon and force my own Arceus to defog, so I have to keep that in mind. So my Groudon does go down, and then I'm going to go to my Landorus. Now, I was going to go for the Earthquake, but I was thinking he's probably going to predict me to go for the Earthquake, expecting him to go for the defog, so he would go for the Ice Beam. So I'm just going to U-turn out into my Arceus, and I do predict the Ice Beam, and yeah, he does go for that. And the thing is that he's going to have to defog, otherwise his team's going to get whittled down little by little. But he's going to predict me to go for the Judgment, and yeah, get the Desolate Land up, and Judgment's not going to do anything because of the Desolate Land. Without the Desolate Land, Groudon would have been uncode. But I'm just going to go for the Recover over here, and yeah, he's going to end up going for the Stealth Rocks over here, and I'm going to go into my Lugia predicting the Precipitous Blades, because I'm also physically bulky and all that, and I also want to stall him out as well, and I also want to get a safe switch into my Arceus to defog later on. And Yeah, so I'm just gonna go for the Roost over here because I'm faster than the Groudon. And pretty much just stalling him out and all that. So he's gonna end up going for the Lava Plume. It's not gonna do anything because of the multi-scale. I'm also I also have some special defense EVs as well as some physical defense EVs. So it's sort of a mixed wall in a way, but it just gets shut down by Toxic. So yeah, so he's gonna go for the Precipitous Blades, predicting me to go for the Roost, which was not a bad play on his part. It's just gonna force me to Roost later on, but at this point Lugia is gonna have to be Death Water because Groudon's now gone, and now he's gonna go to his Marshadow, and I don't really have anything to take a hit from Marshadow, so I'm just gonna stay in and be Death Water. And because I'm very bulky, I'm able to take that. I was pretty sure I'll be able to. I would definitely be able to take 2 of those with the multi-scale and all that. So I'm just gonna go for the Toxic, just to whittle it down, because yeah, I need to stall it out and all that. And he's gonna go for the Spectral Thief one more time, take me out. But that'll give me a free switch into my Arceus Water, and I could defog the hazards. Which, it was actually his plan to get hazards off the field on his side, as well as my side. And then he's going to reveal the Z move, the Marshadowium Z. And it's actually pretty cool. He's going to go for the Soul Stealing 7 Strike, I think. I don't know. But I'm able to live that, and I'm able to go for the defog. So the fact that I lived the Z move, I probably would have been able to take at least 2 Spectral Thieves. So I go for the defog. He's gonna go for the Spectral Thief again, take me out. But I can go to my Scarf Landorus, and because rocks are off the field, my Landorus actually has a chance of winning this battle, so I'm gonna go for the Earthquake. Unfortunately for him, the Shadow Stick doesn't bring me down to range where he can take me out with a Fake Out from Loopany. So I do take out the Marshadow, and he's gonna go to his Arceus. Now, the thing is, I'm a Jolly Choice Scarf, not an Adamant Scarf, so because of that, he's able to live the Earthquake and take me out with the Ice Beam. If I would have been Adamant nature, I probably would have been able to knock him out with the Earthquake. And I probably would have had a chance of winning. But yeah, I'm now going to go to my Marshadow, my last Pokemon, and he's going to go to his Loopany. And he knows that I am Focus Sash, because Focus Sash Marshadow I like to use a lot, so he knows that. But I do have the Drain Punch in case for some reason Focus Sash is broken. So at least I'm able to get some health back, and what I'm trying to do is get all my health back to full health, so that way I can definitely bring myself back up to range where Focus Sash will be intact again. So yeah, so 6ftHax did not know this at the time, but if you bring yourself back up to full health, the Focus Sash will be intact again. It kind of works like Sturdy. So he goes for the Floor Cannon, and as you can see, it does bring me down to the Focus Sash. And I'm going to go for the Spectral Thief, and unfortunately, I'm not able to take out the Magearna, and he's able to take me out with the Volt Switch, and that was a good game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoyed it, just make sure to leave a comment below, click the like button, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later.